Hi everyone, my name's Heather Dodo and I work with Nevada Child Seekers, the only nonprofit dedicated to finding missing children in the state of Nevada. We're here to talk about something very important: how to be a good digital citizen and keep yourself and your friends safer online. Can you think of how to be a good digital citizen? Let's think about that for a second. What does it mean to be a good citizen? Being a good citizen means that you respect people, follow the rules, speak up when something wrong is happening, keep yourself and others safe. And being a good digital citizen is kind of the same thing, but while using the internet. A good digital citizen respects others, follows websites and app rules, speaks up against cyberbullying, and protects themselves and their information online. I'm going to give you some tips to help you become the best digital citizen you can be, and I've invited my friends from NetSmartz here to help me talk about it, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves. Take it away, guys.
Oh, is it our turn yet?
Yes, Webster. Why don't you say hello to our new friend?
Hello, everybody. I'm Webster.
Whoa, they're right there.
Sorry, Nettie. I'm just so excited to hang out with kids like us and talk about internet safety.
It is pretty great. We can share all the things we've learned about being good digital citizens and teach them the 4 rules of internet safety.
Yeah, let's get started.
Aren't you forgetting something?
Whoops. Hey, Clicky.
Clicky is our trusted adult. He helps us stay safer online.
And now we're going to help you by teaching you how to UIN. Use your NetSmartz. That means making smart and safer decisions when you're online. So now let's get started. Okay, Clicky?
All right, buddy.
Thanks, Nettie and Webster. Let's get started. Before we talk about how to stay safer on the internet, let's talk about what it means to be online. You can go online in a lot of different ways. Here are some ways that you can go online: by your desktop or laptop computer, cell phones like an iPhone or an Android phone, an iPod, an MP3 player, tablets, an iPad, a Kindle, maybe even your gaming devices like a Nintendo DS, a PlayStation, or an Xbox. Can you think of other ways that you can get online? Great. Now, let's think about some other ways and other things that you do online. How many of you play games on your parents' cell phones, watch videos on YouTube, or use a webcam or a cell phone to make your own web videos? Use Google to look up things like your homework, chat with family and friends on Skype. There's so many different things, and as you get older, you'll do even more things, like buy things like books and clothes, download apps to your cell phone and tablets, even pay bills. You might even share pictures and messages with people on social media or on apps like Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Some of you might be on these already, although you have to be 13 to sign up for a lot of them. Because you can do so much online, it's important that you're able to do it safely. You'll need to know how to look out for yourself and your friends in case you see inappropriate content, are asked to share personal information, are asked to meet offline, or are cyberbullied by someone online, or you participate in the cyberbullying of someone else. Although some of these risks may seem scary, you can handle them. Nettie, Webster, and Clicky are going to help me teach you how during this presentation. The first thing we're going to talk about is inappropriate content. There's a lot of stuff online, like videos, pictures, and stories, games, and activities. A lot of it is really great, but there's also some content that's just for adults, or that could upset you, like people fighting or hurting each other, using bad language, breaking the rules with pranks, or even illegal behavior. Seeing these things may make you feel sad, scared, or confused, especially if you come across it accidentally while looking for something else. For example, sometimes when you're on a website, another window will appear without you even doing anything at all. This window is called a pop-up. You may have seen one while on a gaming site. Sometimes pop-ups have ads for new games, but sometimes they can have inappropriate content. It may be upsetting, but don't worry. There are steps that you can take to deal with inappropriate content. If you see something inappropriate online, turn off the computer monitor. or the tablet screen. You know, ask a trusted adult to show you where the buttons to do that are. If you can't turn off the monitor or screen, move away from upsetting content by using the back button on the browser window or clicking the X in the corner close to the browser, right there. And remember, don't share the content with your friends. Think about it. If something upsets you, why would you share it with your friends and upset them too? And you should always, always tell a trusted adult like your mom, dad, aunt, uncle, or teacher about what you've seen. Telling an adult can feel scary. You may be worried that you telling what might get you in trouble, or that your trusted adult will blame you. But it isn't your fault if you accidentally come across inappropriate content. A trusted adult can help explain what you've seen and answer any questions that you may have. They can also report the content to the website or app you're using and help keep other kids from having to see it too. What do you do if you don't like what you see online? You tell a trusted adult. This is rule number 1. I will tell a trusted adult if anything online makes me feel sad, scared, or confused. And to learn more about it, let's check in with Nettie and Webster.
When you see something online that makes you uncomfortable, you should tell a trusted adult, but that's not always easy. Some kids are embarrassed to tell, or they think they'll get in trouble.
But a trusted adult is someone who will listen to you. They care about how you feel and want to help.
Whenever Webster and I see something that makes us sad, scared, or confused online, we tell Clicky, our trusted adult.
And it's easier than you'd think. The last time I was online, I saw something that confused me. I closed the browser right away, but I was still upset.
What did you do next?
Well, I went to Clicky. I told him I was typing in the URL to my favorite gaming website when I accidentally typed in the wrong address. The website that came up instead, ugh. Anyway, Clicky gave me a hug and told me it wasn't my fault. He went to my computer and blocked that site.
And he wasn't mad at all?
Nope. I was really glad I told him. It made me feel a lot better.
Thanks for showing us all about telling a trusted adult, Webster and Nettie. Now that we know what to do when we see something inappropriate online, let's practice. I'm going to read some scenarios, and I want you to think about what you would do. Scenario 1. You're checking your email when suddenly a new email appears in your inbox. It looks like it's from a friend, so you open it up and click on the link. The link sends you to a video that you don't want to see. What do? Scenario 2. Imagine you're watching videos online with a friend. After you finish watching your video, another one starts playing automatically. It has some bad language. What do? You're using your mom and dad's iPad to play a game. Suddenly an ad pops up with some pictures you don't like. What do? Some great things that you can do for all these scenarios is press the back button and press the X button to get out of there. But always make sure that you tell a trusted adult. I'm confident that if you see any inappropriate content online, you'll know what to do. You may have noticed one common thing that you should always do in these scenarios. Tell a trusted adult. Trusted adults can help you deal with what you see in many ways, from reporting to even giving you a hug that you really need. In all of our scenarios, finding the inappropriate content was an accident. It's important to make sure you're not looking for the content on purpose, no matter how curious you are. We just discussed how some of the information online is inappropriate, but there are a lot of other types of information online too, maybe even information about you. This is called personal information, and it includes your full name, email address, home and school addresses, location, passwords, and phone numbers. This information is called personal information because it can tell people things about you, like where you live or how to get in touch with you. Your personal information is unique to you. For example, you're the only person with your name who lives in your house and goes to your school. When you put this information online, you run the risk that someone will try to find it and use it. Some people use personal information to hack into other people's accounts, steal their identities, or do things to hurt them. It's very important to protect your personal information by keeping it private. You should only share some personal information, like your full name and phone number, with people you know in person, like your classmates. Other personal information, like passwords, should only be shared with a parent or guardian. And you should never share any personal information online without a parent or guardian's permission. There are times when you may want to have to share your personal information. For example, you may need to use your name and email address or even parents' credit card number to buy something, download an app, or sign up for a game account. But it's important to ask your parents or guardian first. That's why the second rule of internet safety is, I will always ask my trusted adult before sharing information like my name, address, and phone number. You should also talk to a parent or guardian about what type of information is okay to share with people you meet online. For example, if you meet someone in an online game, it may be okay to share your favorite food, but not your home address. You need to ask your parent or guardian first. They will know if it's safe to share your information. Let's take a look at some times where you may want to share information online. Let's see if the information is personal, and if so, what you should do next. Scenario 1. You and your friends made a video. You've gotten permission from your parents to post it online, but you watch it one more time, and before you post it, while you're watching it, you notice that your home address is in the background. Is your home address personal information? Yeah, it is personal information, and it's not information that you want just anybody to have. So what should you do? Tell your parents that the address is visible in the video. Get their help blocking it or removing it from the video before posting it. Scenario 2. Imagine you have an older brother who lost his cell phone. He's gotten a new cell phone number and wants to share it with his friends. He's thinking about posting it on his social media accounts. Is your brother's cell phone number personal information? Yes, it is personal information. What advice would you give your brother about sharing his cell phone number online? It's a bad idea for him to share his phone number online because it makes it a lot easier for people he may not know to use it. Scenario 3. While exploring a virtual world, you meet somebody new. You've been writing messages back and forth when suddenly the person asks you what your favorite color is. Is that personal information? No, personal information is information that can be used to easily identify you. Is it okay to share this information? Yes, but you should always be careful when talking to people you don't know online. They could be anyone. Scenario 4. Imagine you're playing a game on your mom and dad's phone when you see a new window appear asking if you would like to buy extra lives for 99 cents. Is it asking for personal information? Yes, credit card numbers are personal information. Can you make a purchase? It may be okay to make the purchase, but you should tell your parents about the pop-up and ask if it's okay first. You never know, it might be a trick. Scenario 5. Your best friend wants to share the password to your email account. Is the password personal information? Yes, it is personal information. What should you do? Don't share passwords with anyone other than your parents or guardian, not even your best friend. Even if your friend means well, he or she could accidentally use your password, letting unknown people into your account. And that's not good at all. Great job with those questions, everyone. And remember, part of being a good digital citizen is protecting yourself and your friends by keeping your personal information private. You don't have to share your personal information with any website, app, or person just because they've asked. That's especially important to remember when you start meeting new people online. Have any of you ever met new people online? Maybe while playing a game or exploring a virtual world. In addition to online games and virtual worlds, social media sites and apps like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram let you IM, share images, chat, and video chat with people online. You may not be old enough for some of these sites and apps yet, but you may have heard of them or know of older family members using them. Most of the time, you'll chat with people you know in real life, like your family, friends, and classmates. But you may also meet new people online. This can be really fun. You can meet people who like the same things you do, such as music, movies, games, and books. You can even meet people that live far away and learn about what life is like in their city, state, or country. In some schools, students even have online pen pals that they talk to through email and video chat sites like Skype. Nettie and Webster have met people online at school. Let's hear what they have to say about it.
You know what's really cool? Nettie and I have online email pen pals at our school.
Yep, I have a pen pal who lives in San Diego, California.
Was it weird meeting someone online for the first time instead of face-to-face?
Well, it was different. When you meet someone online, you don't really know them. You can't see them unless you're using a webcam. So you have to trust that they're telling you the truth about who they are, their name, age, what they look like. So it's always smart to follow some rules when meeting people online.
Oh yeah? What kind of rules?
Like being careful about sharing personal information.
Oh, that's a good one. When you're getting to know someone new, they may ask a lot of questions, but that doesn't mean you have to answer all of them.
That's right. If anyone you meet online asks you something that makes you feel uncomfortable, you should stop talking to them and tell a trusted adult right away.
Especially if they ask you to meet them face to face.
Because that's something kids should never do.
That's right, Nettie. That's why the third rule of internet safety is don't meet face-to-face with anyone you first met online. Because when you meet someone online, you don't know really who they are. You have to trust that they're telling the truth about themselves. While many people are honest online, some people aren't. So you have to be really careful. And if someone is lying about who they are, they could be lying about other things as well. And if anyone you meet online asks you to meet face-to-face, say no. It's risky to meet face-to-face with people you meet online, even for adults. Kids should definitely refuse to meet them and tell a trusted adult right away. We've been learning how to be a good digital citizen by keeping ourselves safer online. But another important part of being a good digital citizen is having good manners online. This helps make the internet a place where people can feel happy and safe. But some people don't use good manners online. Instead, they choose to cyberbully. Cyberbullying is the opposite of being a good digital citizen. It's using the internet to be mean to other people. Can you think of some examples of cyberbullying? Cyberbullying can be someone leaving mean comments on social media, such as Facebook, Twitter, or Instagram. Players in online games deciding to gang up on another player and not let them participate, and even stealing someone's online identity and using it to post comments in their name. How do you think it would feel if you were cyberbullied? That's why you shouldn't participate in cyberbullying. Instead, focus on being a good digital citizen when you're talking to people online. You can do that by respecting the people in your game, text, and chat with. When you're online, you should always use nice language and say kind things. Not type in all caps because that means yelling online. Use emojis, like the smiley faces, to help people understand how you feel. If you make a joke, for example, use a smiley face to show that you're joking and not trying to be mean. And don't spread rumors or make negative comments on someone's video or social media. Unfortunately, just because you're polite to others online doesn't always mean they'll be polite to you, though. If you're being cyberbullied, it may feel like there's nothing you can do to make it stop. But you can't give up. No one has the right to treat you badly online, and you can take steps to help it stop. If you're being cyberbullied, you should not respond or message back. Think about it. If you get a mean message and then you send a mean message, it'll just keep going back and forth and won't make anything better. Choose to be the better person and don't respond. You could also ask a trusted adult, like a parent or teacher, if you should save the messages. For example, if it's a mean text message or email, don't delete it. Show it to your trusted adult and ask what they should do. They think you should do with it first. Report to the website or app where you are being bullied. You may need to show them any saved emails and messages so they can see what's been happening. Tell a trusted adult. Your trusted adults can help you save the messages, report the cyberbullying to the website or app, and get new accounts or phone numbers. You can also talk to your trusted adult about how being cyberbullied made you feel, sad, mad, hurt, or angry. They can help you figure out ways to feel better. These steps can help you stop the cyberbullying. But what if you're not the person being cyberbullied? What if you're the bystander? A bystander is someone who isn't cyberbullying or being cyberbullied, but know that it's happening. For example, you're playing an online game and see that someone is constantly being called names. Or you visit a page where a friend has posted a video and see that someone's leaving mean comments. Let's check in with Nettie and Webster for some advice on how to be a helpful bystander.
A bystander is someone who stands by when someone else is being cyberbullied.
I've definitely been a bystander. Once, a cyberbully started to pick on one of my friends in an online game. He tried to get everyone in the game to ignore my friend and keep him from playing.
That's terrible. What did you do?
I asked the other gamers to think about how they would feel if they were cyberbullied. Everybody agreed we wouldn't like it. So why do it to someone else?
Good idea, Webster. You should treat people online how you want to be treated.
Thanks, Nettie. I also told Clicky what happened, and he helped me report it to the game website.
When one of my friends was being cyberbullied, I told the teacher. I wanted my friend to know I cared.
Oh yeah, that's important. I showed my friend I cared by leaving nice comments on his page.
That's great. Kids who are being cyberbullied need to know they aren't alone online.
Or offline. That's why I walked with him in the hallway and sat with him at lunch, too.
Sounds like you really stood up for your classmate. Good job, Webster.
Thanks, Nettie. But I just did what any good digital citizen would do.
How about you? Can you think of any ways that bystanders can support their friends who are being cyberbullied? It may feel scary to stand up to a cyberbully. You may be worried they'll start bullying you, but think about it. If no one says anything about the cyberbullying, then will just keep happening. When you stand up to cyberbullying, you can help other kids be brave enough to stand up against it too. That's why the fourth rule of internet safety is a reminder to be a good digital citizen. I will always use good netiquette and not be rude or mean online. That's the last of the 4 rules, but let's go over them one more time. The first rule is, repeat after me. I will tell my trusted adult if anything makes me feel sad, scared, or confused. The second rule is, I will always ask my trusted adult before sharing information like my name, address, and phone number. The third rule is not to meet face-to-face with anyone from the internet. It could be really dangerous, and not everybody is who they say they are. And last but not least, rule number 4, always use good netiquette and not be rude or mean online.
You two did a great job today.
Thanks. It was great meeting all of you and talking about internet safety.
Yeah, we had so much fun.
We learned how to
Use
UI
NetSmartz.
when you're online.
If you follow the 4 rules of internet safety, you can protect yourself and your friends.
And make the internet a better place for everyone.
You can learn more about how to UIN at netsmartzkids.org. It's got lots of fun games, videos, activities, and more.
We hope to see you there.
Bye.
Bye, everyone. See you next
ya.
time.
UIN.
Thanks, Nettie, Webster, and Clicky, and thank you all for being such a great audience today. I hope you've had as much fun as I have learning about how to protect yourselves online and be a good digital citizen. Thank you, and I'll see you next time. Bye, guys, and see you later.